Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Dave.
And tonight on the slab will be Babysitters Wanted.
Written by Jonas Barnes and directed by Jonas Barnes and Michael Manasseri.
Michael Manasseri, who is also TV's...
Wyatt.
Weird, I just can't get this out of my mouth.
Weird Science. Television's Weird Science. Wyatt.
Yes, Wyatt. So, we were a little excited about that, because that's kind of neat.
Remember when that was on before Duckman? Remember USA?
Yeah, when USA was like, not like Lifetime for women.
When USA existed.
Yeah.
Like, not the country, like the television station.
I think they...
Yeah, no, I think anybody...
Anyway.
Duckman wasn't on the country.
So, Babysitters Wanted is about a girl named Angie who is starting her first year of college, and unfortunately she happens to move in with the slobbiest roommate on earth, who does not have a mattress for her, so Angie goes out and finds herself a job babysitting in a creepy farmhouse in the woods. So, that's about the plot line. Well...
The kid she has to babysit for eats nothing but raw meat and buttermilk.
Yes, buttermilk. As a drink. Interesting. So, well, you know, the raw meat part too is a little,
Yeah, that's a little off. And it's the fact that she has to microwave it.
Yeah. Yeah, microwave raw meat. Anyway.
Anyway, your feelings?
My feelings? I really enjoyed this movie. It was fast-paced, didn't have many plot holes, and even though the little, and I'm sorry because I'm going to have to give you some spoilers here, even though the whole son of the devil, kid of the devil kind of thing is done to death, I felt that it was kind of like more of a subplot in this movie than most of the other movies that have come before it that, while maybe have done a better job, still had that as the main whole thing going on.
To me, you could have seen it a mile short.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. The kid ate raw milk,
Yeah.
raw meat and drank buttermilk. It wasn't far off base from where you thought it was going to go.
It felt like a really corny, unofficial sequel to The Omen.
Oh, I don't know. The corniness made it fun for me.
To me, it was overly corny.
It was see-through. You knew everything that was going to happen.
The music was hamming it up.
Oh, stop.
Big time.
Alright, the music was good. But
ham and corn.
the acting was really good. I really felt for Angie.
See, I never felt for Angie.
Alright,
I did not care what was happening to Angie.
She kicked ass. She totally kicked ass. And she didn't really make any of the stereotypical horror movie mistakes. You know, the falling up the stairs, the freaking... The phone's right there, I'm not going to pick it up and use it. She was solid. She did her job, and, you know, unfortunately for her, it kind of sucks.
Bill Moseley did a good job for, like, the 2 scenes, I think, that he was in the movie.
Oh. Yeah. He was in that pretty fast. But...
Yeah. It wasn't very long.
No.
So if you're like, oh, I'm a big Bill Moseley fan, I'm going to go see this movie because Bill Moseley's in it. You know it's going to be like just like a real short.
It was still good. It had, you know, a little diagram here for you. It had a chick being strung up and flayed.
Yeah, and while this is happening, the villain guy decides that he's going to give this big villainous explanation to add to the corn factor.
Yeah, well, you know what? Alright, so he was given a little speech,
I've seen this done better 1,000 times. I've seen it done better in The Omen, I've seen it done better in The Calling, I've seen it done better in even House of the Devil and Farmhouse. All of these movies have done this kind of theme better than this movie did, and it never allowed itself to just mount any kind of tension. That kind of sounded weird.
Yeah. Tension, huh?
It never let any tension mount.
Well, I can understand where you're coming from, and I see what you mean about there was no tension because of the movie and because of certain things and how fast it was, but it was still fun. Like, you have to admit that, like, you sat there and you were entertained.
No, I was entertained. You know, I was entertained. If I had to give, like, a rave review, I would be like, it's a horror movie!
Don't worry, you're obviously not giving a rave review. No.
It would be like, oh, it's a horror movie, yay!
I don't know, I found it very enjoyable. I liked the fact that it was one of those movies that if you watched with someone, you would have, like, a fun movie experience. And that counts for something, too, as far as, like, if the movie was good or not.
It was a rental. To me, it was a rental.
It was a rental, but you're not going to watch it and feel as though you wasted any time by seeing it. You're going to enjoy yourself. There were some really corny parts. There were some parts where you're like, bitch, what are you doing? You know, like, don't go back to him, what are you, stupid? You know.
The gore was nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Mom and Pop will not be finding out about the gore in this one.
But once again, we're gorehounds, so...
Yeah.
You know, like, this... I personally didn't mind the one scene that really was like very visceral. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't like crazy effects or anything like that.
But it was destroyed by his this
oh, stop!
this
It was
humongous. This is why I'm doing this.
He was explaining.
In case you didn't know.
You know, it was. I don't know, but it played on. You know, as a parent, it played on my fears about you don't want your kid to be the creepy one. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like
I've seen the creepy kid thing done
I
better.
don't
Like
creepy kids. It's fearful.
no, I don't. We don't want the creepy kid.
Or I don't want the creepy kid.
No, well, yeah, you don't want your kid hanging out with the creepy kid either.
Oh, well, I guess that's a good point.
Don't be the creepy kid.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think you would have fun with it if you watched it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Dave probably thinks I'm being a little generous, and
No, she liked it.
I don't know. I had fun. I genuinely had fun with it. It was not a movie I'd, let's say, like watch 10 times over and over again, but
No, it's certainly, yeah, to me it's a rental. Like I said, rental. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. To me it was a horror movie, so it was like, you know.
It was a horror movie?
Yeah, it was like sitting, you know.
Yes, it was a horror movie.
I won't remember this one, like 5 years from now. Somebody's going to be like, oh, remember Babysitter Wanted? And I'll be like, yeah, we had,
that guy.
Wyatt from Weird Science.
But you know, you have to give them credit. It was their directing debut. This was their first movie out, and like you said, even a 5, you know, it wasn't a bad movie for a first start. And I think that we're definitely going to see better things from them, or at least I'm hoping, because I have love for you, Wyatt.
Is Gary still around? What is Gary doing?
Who cares? We know what Wyatt's doing.
Okay,
it's enough for
that's
me.
True. All right.
But you know, keep on trucking, man, because I enjoyed it. Not that anybody cares about what I'm saying, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing good takes place in houses in the woods.
Oh, yeah. No, don't. In fact, babysitting in general, like, just as a rule of thumb, don't, like, you know, go to, like, some clipboard and be like, oh, look, a babysitting job for random people I don't know. Bad idea, okay? Bad idea.
And that, yeah, right
especially if it happens to be, like, miles away from civilization in the middle of the woods.
That was like, I want to be House of the Devil, and then all of a sudden she gets there and it's like, I want to be the Omen.
But it is House of the Devil. Kind of, sort of.
It's like, I want to be the Omen in the Calling.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it gets to the shed and it's like, I want to be Farmhouse.
No. Like I said, it wasn't extremely original. Actually, it really wasn't original at all, but you will have fun with it. Of that, I can assure you. Dave's just jaded horror movie fan over here. Hates everything.
Whoa, holy smokes.
Alright, that's a lie.
Yeah, how many stars?
Just trying to get Wyatt to like me better. But you should definitely check this out, so that was
it?
That was pretty much it. So, you know.
Have a good night.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.